Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to the Shack. This is Ham Radio Live. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Monday, the 7th day of September, 2021. Thanks for coming. Going to do a great show today for newcomers to ham radio. I hope you like it. Even if you've been in for a while, you'll like the show, I think. How to work a pile-up the right way. Pile-ups. They can happen to you, but how do you work them properly? We're going to talk about that today. Also got a great ham radio forecast, news, and a whole bunch of other stuff coming up, including today's trivia question. And away we go. Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. My very best to you this Tuesday. And I want to thank, by the way, the end of last show, it got zapped for copyright. I couldn't believe it. What the heck? It's because we played the Philippine national anthem of all things. Imagine that. So I appealed it. It'll come back. So please watch the end of show 272. I did put a little message at the end of it where I thanked Benny, his call sign 4X-ray 6 India Romeo from Israel, who came to yesterday's show. Man, that was amazing. It made me feel so good to meet Benny from Israel. Seriously, that was a big deal to me. Our whole idea here is to help people get into ham radio, but it's like a talk show about ham radio. It really is. And we're grateful you're here, by the way. We'd like for you to get into ham radio and join us. It's not a know-it-all hobby, although there are those people. They're more about having fun, making calls. And today's going to be a great show about that. Contact a radio club near you and let them know you'd like to get into amateur radio. One of them is the American Radio Relay League. Find him at www.arl.org. Hit the Contact Us bar on any of these websites, and they'll help you, okay? And thanks for the thumbs up. It's always nice to get those. Radio Society of Great Britain, another great site with good people who know what they're doing, and they're very, very good at helping people. Find them at www.rsgb.org. They'll help you out. Hit the Contact Us bar. In Canada, the Radio Amateurs of Canada can be found at www.rac.ca. Great people up there. In fact, Ron, Victor Alpha 4, I believe, maybe it's Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Union Charlie. He just got his upgrade, just got his HF ticket from them. They'll tell you, they're good people. Japan Amateur Radio League at www.jarl.org. And in Australia, the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. Want to hit me up with a question, a comment, or maybe a suggestion? Find me here, the show's email at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. And if you'd like to help support the channel in our mission to help bring people into this hobby, man, this is the greatest hobby on earth, you can do so two ways. First way is to hit me on PayPal at proverbs356@me.com, or you can go on Patreon. Their address for us is Ham Radio Live. Want to thank Cyrus. Cyrus is a neat guy. Whiskey 5 Delta X-Ray Echo in Texas. The 7600 was sent today. Man, I'm excited like I can on Christmas morning. Thank you, Cyrus, for doing that. I appreciate it. Let's say some hellos. Folks from all over the world are here. Andy Cowley, again, first in the house. His call sign, 2 Echo 0, Romeo Echo Echo from the UK. Andy, mate, good to see you. Happy Tuesday evening to you. Kevin's here from Northern Ireland as well. Kev, welcome. Nice to see you. I hope your family and you are doing well this evening. Patriot Canadian Ham, eh?
Hurry up, batter. It's going to be a short game, and I got to get home for lunch.
Is there anything funnier than a Canadian saying, hey, that's good. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Whiskey Delta 4, Oscar Bravo Papa. That's Cliff Bolts. He's in Virginia. Welcome to Ham Radio Live today. My mate Sean in UK, you're taking care of your back, right, mate? You're doing the right thing, staying off it, no lifting. We want to get you better. Sean's call sign, 2 Echo 0, X-Ray Bravo Tango. Sean, thank you for coming today. I mean that very, very much. John Stevens. John, wow, welcome to the show. His call sign, Whiskey Bravo 4, Hotel Zulu Alpha. John, welcome. It is my honor to see you today. John Hummel Newell from Saskatchewan, Victor Echo 5, Juliet Hotel November. Oh my goodness, Jason Dudingham, all the way from Oregon City, Oregon, is here today. God gone it, we're grateful to see him. We're grateful. We're so grateful we can't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Exactly. Thanks, Jace. Good to see you. Jason, I've known Jason a long time. He's a good young man. Great guy. Love to get into ham radio, and we'd love to get you into ham radio. Jason, come down, man. Play some ham radio here. You'd love it. Rod Clare, brand new extra, Kilo 7, Lima Alpha Papa from Salem. Welcome, Greg, Kilo Fox 0, Charlie Union Zulu. SFI is great. You got that right. A great forecast today. We're going to talk about that. My brother Bob, who I love with all my heart, courtesy of WIFI. Thanks for being here. And Canadian Patriot MU order for G90 has been canceled by Radio Oddity. So while I wait, I keep studying. Going to order a Yaesu 891 with a BR400 feed line. Yep. Okay, man, that's great. And the 891 is a great transceiver. You know, another good one is the ICOM 7100. Very good. Buy them used even. Good working 7100. Give you everything. VHF, UHF, and HF. And the HF side ain't bad at all. Really. Hey, our third continent's here. Glenn Stevenson, all the way from Australia. Glenn, mate, it's so good to see you. It's our third continent. Thank you, Glenn. Man. And look at this. All the way from, look at this. This is from Norway. This is great. Kel, welcome, buddy. Lima Bravo 0, Yankee India. Kel, I'm always grateful to see it. Thanks for coming. Whiskey 3 miles per gallon. That's Rod. He's here. And thank you again for your donation, Rod. Appreciate that. And I'm glad to hear, Sean, you're taking care of your back. Keep that up. Don't push stuff. Now it's time to heal, okay? Also, Sean, welcome from East of the Cascades in Oregon, Alpha India 7 Echo Quebec, listening while at work today. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you, Sean. Let's get into just a couple of news articles here. Newbury kids in the UK getting a chance to contact the astronauts on the International Space Station. This is awesome. It's going to be happening in October. And what they're going to do is they're going to have questions. Each kid's going to have a question for an astronaut, which they will transmit over ham radio. The astronaut will respond, and then the teachers will respond in sign language. Isn't this cool? You can find out more information on this on the RSGB website. Also, this weekend in the UK, churches and chapels on the air taking place, and there the woofing filter must be activated. Sorry about that. It'll stop in a moment. It's going to be on Saturday, this coming Saturday, from 10 a.m. until 1600 in London, so UTC time. Your work a church or a chapel on the air, it'll be well worth it. Also, the International Air Ambulance Week still going on through the 12th. You can get more information on how to register and work it for the Amateur Radio Air Ambulance Week on the internet. Look at this. The 3YOJ Beauvais Island thing has been on, off, on again. But this is with a different captain and a different group. And the Northern California DX Foundation has donated $100,000 to help them get to Beauvais Island. This is the second most wanted entity in the entire world for people to work ham radio because no one lives there. It's literally an island right between South America and Africa. 17-day voyage from South Africa to get there. It's a sub-Antarctic island, and you work on the southern end of it, off the glaciers. It's the only place they can work. So they'll be there for a little while working, and that is a call you'll want to make. So look for this. We'll give you more information as the 3YOJ stuff comes together. The Cuban people are still getting jammed, and that's too bad. Cuban mosquito is, you can see how wide both these signals are, which is terrible. The signals today, 7.144, 7.158, 25 kilohertz wide at 7.158 and 7.216. And that's just the way it goes since July the 11th. I don't get it. It's like, okay, you're really trying to silence your people. They're going to change frequencies, guys. Just knock it off and let people get their word out. Today's trivia question. What's a MOPA? MOPA. Okay, is it A, slow CW operator? Is it B, a mechanical printer aid? Is it C, a printer appliance? Or D, a master oscillator and power amplifier? Currently, the score is Europe with 4.5 points and North America with 3. Welcome to the show today. We'll get you the weather, and it's good. This is the best forecast we've had all year long. All right, here's your A1A. Look at the bright spots. Those are all areas of solar flares. Here it is from a different angle. You see the brightness is coming our way. The last 3 days, the sun has been so good to us to charge up the ionosphere. Meanwhile, the K index has been pretty good. K2 means it's still quiet. MUF from 2 hours ago. Alaska was way down, 13.38. Again, more darkness up there right now. Boulder supports 17 meters at 19.69. Now you got an 18.78 out of Brazil. Ascension Island, look at that. 2 hours ago, 27 megahertz. Athens, Greece was at 17.91. Hermanus, South Africa at 14.91. In the middle of the night, Darwin, Australia getting down 15.12. And they will still drop, but then pop up to close to 30 megs today. Current MUFs right now is basically the same. 27 at Ascension Island, 17.91 in Athens, and 15.12 in Darwin. Current conditions, look at that, SFI 100. Wow. You know, that's like the third time, second time this year we broke 100. We did have a 102 earlier, but with less solar number. The solar number is more important because it's the amount of sunspots. Currently, sunspot number is 80, which is great. A index of 6. K of 2. So the sun's been pretty stable, and so have the planets. The HF condition, you can see 80 of 15 possible. Maybe. We'll see. EME degree is good for moon bouncers tonight, and we do have a 52% chance of a solar flare. Look at the current MUF at Boulder. Take a look at that. 20.76. So that is the current MUF out of Boulder, Colorado. Here's your forecast for a Hammond shortwave powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham and shortwave radio. Daytime ham bands today in the northern hemisphere, 20, 17, and 15. Equatorial latitudes, that's tropic to tropic. Okay, that whole area in the middle of the earth, you got 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. Southern hemisphere today, 20, 17, 15, and possible 12. Data will work everywhere, 30 to 10. Nighttime hand bands, 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30, your best DX, maybe of the summer or of the winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, on 20 meters tonight, 100% chance it'll work at least 60 minutes after sunset. Your shortwave bands today, 31, 25, 22, and 19. Nighttime shortwave at 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, and 100% chance of that beautiful 19-meter band open till about an hour after sunset. And man, 19 sounds so good right now. All right, let's get back to our trivia question because we got lots of people answering, and my pup Miley behind me realizing, Dad, I'm sorry I talk so much, but I wanted to be on the show. There you go. What the heck is a MOPA? Is it A, a slow CW operator? Wouldn't that be terrible? You MOPA. It sounds awful. B, a mechanical printer aid. C, a printer appliance. Or D, a master oscillator and power amplifier. All right. First one in is Andy Cowley from the UK with C, a printer appliance. Nope, it's not that one. Rod Clare from the United States. Look at that. D, he says it is a master oscillator and power amplifier. The second one in. Rod, you are correct. Congratulations, man. All right. So that's 4 now for the US, 4.5 for the UK. UK still in the lead. Let me tell you what a MOPA is. It'll help you because this is an interesting historical question, actually. Okay, during the 1929 revamping of radio regulations and the call for increased control over frequency stability. Remember, radios weren't really stable back in the day when we first started. There was a new type of transmitter that began to evolve. It's called the Master Oscillator Power Amplifier, or MOPA. So it means a master oscillator power amplifier, having the extra stage of isolation between the usually self-excited oscillator stage and the antenna. It meant that changes in antenna capacitance as antennas swayed in the breeze would no longer directly affect the oscillator. So congratulations to Rod, Whiskey 6 miles per gallon, for getting that one right today. Well done. All right, we're going to talk today about something that is really important. And a lot of new hams, I hope, will be watching. This is something to help you learn the etiquette of working a pileup. Now, a pileup is something we all look forward to being the target of, right? If we're in a rare entity, say like Dominica, where Ishmael lives, we've got a really, really good opportunity to make some calls because people are searching for us. But there's an etiquette involved, a way to work it. Seriously. And here's what one sounds like, just to give you an idea, because it is something that maybe you haven't worked before, but if you have, you know exactly what it's like. Here's a big pileup and really what it can sound like, okay? Take a look.
C6 Alpha Radio Whiskey. Who's the Uniform Alpha 3?
Uniform Alpha 3, Radio Alpha Whiskey.
Uniform Alpha 3, Radio Alpha Whiskey 5908.
Thank you,
Thank you, QRZ.
Okay, we're going to get into that in a moment. We're going to. And there are lots of videos on YouTube about it. Okay, the key here, before we go any further, I got to get to this comment, because it's all about you guys. This show has been about you since the beginning. Jason Duddington from Morgan City. What's a MOPA? It's a massive operating pizza appliance. Jeez.
Hurry up, batter. It's gonna be a short game, and I gotta get home for lunch.
That's funny. Also, welcome Greg Robinson. Greg, my mate, thanks for coming today. Hey, the tower pieces aren't here yet from W8IO, but man, I'm looking forward to coming back to get that Step by our urban beam up. I'm so excited. Gonna have some good times with that for sure. Greg says a bad CW operator is a QLF, keys with left foot. That's awesome. It's true too. There you go. And Andy, got to give USA a chance. Thanks, mate, for the chair. We appreciate it. We do need it too. So thank you for that. Rod says, woohoo, what did I win? You win bragging rights today. That's it. So working a pile up. Somebody's trying to call you, and then there's more, right? So they're all jumping on top of each other. It's really difficult to pull out their call signs. The first thing to do is to take a deep breath. It is, because you've got lots of people trying to call you, and sometimes it's hard to pick anything out. Pick out a letter or number if you can. Try and get at least the number and letter, or two sequential letters. Try and pick those out. If you've got a whole bunch of people calling you, try and do it that way. Because what's going to happen is, as people try and work you, if you're rare, people are going to be calling at the same time. You've got to find a way to pick them out. Pile-ups aren't about making it a rag chew. Keep that in mind. So if you're in a rare entity, for example, Dominica in the Caribbean, we're going to show you the rest of that video. In fact, about 10 minutes of it. From Charlie 6 Radio Alpha Whiskey. He's in the Bahamas. Of course, island on the air, tough to get. It's 10 meters, and the guy is working a huge pile-up. I want you to hear how he does it. I want you to see how he does it. He never gets rushed. He never gets pushed. He simply stays with it. And that's important. To remember, okay, I'm just trying to hear part of the call sign. I don't have to rush here. I'm going to work this the right way. If you're trying to work a pileup, say, for example, it's a tough place like Dominica, give your call sign once. Don't repeatedly give your call sign over and over and over again. No one likes that, and you can push the guy off the air. I've seen that happen dozens of times where people finally just stop operating because they're tired of the same people giving their call sign over and over again. Because what they're doing is they're jumping over people who are weaker. And you might argue, well, why don't they just take the call then? Well, you don't know how well they can hear that call. They might be hearing it off frequency, or they could be hearing just portions of it, and it's just chopping everybody off. So if you're working a pile up, you end every one of your contacts with QRZ. Every time you end it that way. That's etiquette, okay? You give your call sign, for example, mine BK7HN QRZ. That's it. Then the stations know they're going to call you. If you are doing pile-up work, you got to remember, there's lots of people trying to work you. Don't be long with the other person. Don't ask them how the weather is. Don't ask them about their family. Don't go into, geography. Just make the call. Because the person on the other end is looking for two things. You got their call sign and their signal report. Okay? And then you need to verify their call sign and signal report. There are 4 elements. Make sure those 4 are done as soon as you can get them done, and then QRZ. That's it. It takes a while to learn how to do it. There are 2 videos I found on video that are YouTube that are very good at this. Tom, his call sign here in the U.S. is Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa. In Bahrain, he's Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. Does it very well. Here's him working remote on an MFJ 1979. Just a whip antenna in the sand that's adjusted for 17 meters.
Best wishes for you. Grazie for picking up the call. And ciao, ciao, my friend. Italy, Zulu number 8, Papa Uniform, Quebec, 5 and 8 into Bahrain. Ciao, ciao, my friend. Talk soon. Break, break. Station Uniform Delta 6, go ahead.
Radio 3, we can Papa Uniform, Quebec. My friend, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. Please, what is your report for me? Your report for me.
Okay, Uniform Delta 6, Romeo 3 station, stand by, stand by.
See how he stopped everything for a moment because he didn't want people to keep calling? He has a gentleman that speaks broken English, and he takes the time to work with them. Okay. It's also nice to have a little bit of foreign language help too. Tom has that. He can speak different languages. Listen to how he continues with this QSO.
Italy Zulu number 8 Papa Uniform Quebec. Your signal is 5 and 7, 5 and 7, 5 and 7 into Bahrain QSL.
Okay, 5-7. Airport 5x9, 5x9. Okay, there is a minute to I am in my station. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Grazie. Ciao, ciao. Okay, break. Back to Romeo 3. I believe it was Uniform Delta 6. Go ahead.
Radio 3 Victor Sierra.
Radio 3 Victor Sierra. Okay, got a couple of stations getting mixed up.
See how he just takes time to write it down and then goes back to the rig.
Radio 3 Victor Sierra, thank you for your patience. Thank you for standing by. You're 5 and 9 into Bahrain, my friend. Go ahead.
Roger, Tom, thank you very much. Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. I'm Radio 3 Victor Sierra. Good afternoon. You are 5x9, 59. Roger?
Roger. Thank you very much for the 5 and 9, and thank you for picking up my call. And once again, thank you for your patience as well. Hi. Radio 3 Victor Sierra. What is your name for the logbook? Go ahead. The name on this end is Tom, Tango Oscar Mike.
See, there's Tom, Alpha Echo 1, Tom Papa, and that's a little bit of a pileup. Not as bad as this next video you're going to see, where massive amounts of people are trying to work this guy from the Bahamas on 10 meters. He gets flooded with hams trying to reach him. All I'm asking for young hams, people like Ishmael, Dominica, you already have a great place to work. It's an island on the air. It's tough to get. Okay, like where Tom works in Bahrain, there's less than 5 HF operators on the entire country. So he's going to get a pileup whenever he goes on the air. Dominica, same thing. Ishmael, you're going to have the same thing. Nikolai in Romania, you'll have the same luck as that. When you're small, you can do really well. Listen to this next video and learn, please, what this gentleman's doing. What he's doing is he's controlling the pileup, and he'll say many times, this call only. And then the other stations are supposed to stop calling. Doesn't always happen that way. And sometimes you get people that will be tuning up on frequency, okay? But he's patient and keeps going. It's one of the best pile-up work I've ever seen. Call sign, Charlie 6, Radio Alpha Whiskey out of the Bahamas, working a huge pile-up.
Charlie 6 Alpha Radio Whiskey. Who's the Uniform Alpha 3?
Uniform Alpha 3, Radio Alpha Whiskey.
Uniform Alpha 3 Radio Alpha Whiskey 5908. Thank you, QRZ. Ending America. Uniform Charlie 7 America 5908. Thank you, QRZ.
Listen to that.
Ending in Bravo.
And he picked out one letter.
Okay, Uniform Whiskey 5 Alpha Bravo 5908. Italy Whiskey 5 Alpha Bravo 5908. Yeah, Italy Whiskey 5 Alpha Bravo 5908. Thank you. Who's the 9 Alpha? The 9 Alpha, please. 9 Alpha. 9 Alpha 8 Mexico 5908. Thank you, QRZ. Radio Victor 3 Lima Oscar 5908. Thank you, Charlie 6 Alpha Radio Whiskey. Radio Golf 5 Golf 5908. Radio Golf 5 Golf 5908.
Thank you. You're 5916.
Thank you, QRZ. Who's the America? The Radio Whiskey. I'm sorry, the Radio Whiskey only, please.
Now, see, he's just waiting for the radio whiskey to give him a call. And at this point, most hams are supposed to, in fact, they're all supposed to stop calling. That's what's supposed to happen. But watch how he collects himself and picks out the call out of that mess.
Okay, who's the Whiskey America? Whiskey America?
Radio Whiskey 4, Whiskey America. Romeo Whiskey 4, Whiskey America. Do you come in?
There you are. Radio Whiskey 4, Whiskey Alpha 5908.
You also, you 5916.
Thank you. QRZ? Who's the Texas Oscar? Who's the Texas Oscar? Texas Oscar?
Papa Delta 1 Bravo, Papa Delta 1 Bravo.
Okay, Papa Delta 1 Bravo 5908.
Okay, thank you, 5914.
Thank you. QRZ? The Delta Oscar? Who's the Delta Oscar? Delta Oscar 8 Echo Romeo 5908. Thank you. QRZ Charlie 6 Alpha Radio Whiskey. Who's the 3? The 3? Who's the 3 with X-ray? Okay, Ocean Nancy 7 Lima X-ray 5908. QRZ? The Radio Echo, Radio Echo? Who's the Radio Echo, Radio Echo? I'm sorry, the Radio Echo again? Ocean Hotel 1 Mike Radio Echo 5908. Thank you. QRZ?
Who let the dogs out, right? My gosh.
Wow. Who's the station America? Radio Alpha 3 Echo Alpha 5908. Thank you. QRZ? Who's the Uniform Romeo? The Uniform Romeo. Uniform Romeo only? There you are. Delta Lima 7 Uniform Romeo Hotel. Good signal in the clear. 5908. Thank you. QRZ? The Radio Mexico. Radio Mexico. Radio Mexico, please. Radio Mexico 4 Italy 5908. Thank you. QRZ? Who's the Japan Sugar? The Japan Sugar. Japan Sugar, please. Italy Zulu 7 Delta Japan Sugar 5908. Okay, Italy Zulu Florida. What is your full call?
Italy 0 Uniform Zulu Florida. India 0 Uniform Zulu Florida.
Italy 0 Uniform Zulu Florida 5908.
5915. Thank you.
Thank you. QRZ Charlie 6 Alpha Radio Whiskey. Sugar Papa 9 Mike Zulu Hotel 5908.
5915.
Thank you. QRZ. Who's the Charlie?
Sugar Mike 6 November, Canada.
The Sugar Mike 6 again?
Sugar Mike 6 November, Oscar Charlie.
Sugar Mike 6 November Oscar Charlie 5908.
Thanks, 5914.
Thank you, Charlie 6 Alpha.
There you go. Isn't that brilliant? That's working a pile up. And that's the right way to work a pile up. Notice he never really started rushing. He never raised his voice. Now, that was from 2013, by the way. That was about the peak of solar cycle 24 on 10 meters. So good days are coming. Also, that was on the 30-foot high rotating dipole. Okay, so people with dipoles, there you go. Not so bad, right? Now, question. For an extra, okay, so if UK gets this, they'll get 1.5 points. If the US, then or North America, Canada, whatever. So Canada, North America, Mexico. If y'all get it right, 1 point. All right. What radio was he using? Can you guess? First person in with the right radio from this.
Charlie 6 Alpha Radio Whiskey.
Gets themselves at least an extra point to a point and a half. Right? Why not? Make it fun. We know it's a Yaesu, but can you guess which one it is? For a hint, it was made before 2000. Okay, before 2000. That was a Yaesu product. And another hint, 200 watts. Okay, 200 watts. If you can name the Yaesu product, you get the extra points. Okay, let me show you a pileup that would come naturally if you were in the 7th continent of the world. That means Antarctica. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. Here is a pileup from Antarctica and what it sounded like. Listen to the craziness of people around the world trying to work continent number 7. There you go. And that was our Antarctica, literally. And at the very end, I was going to do it, but the clip, we're already over 30 minutes. The point is, at the end, there's a Victor Alpha that keeps calling, right? And he's like, it says at the end, well, give me the signal report and I'll stop bothering you. Excellent. That is not the way to do your ham radio. All right. So we asked the question of, on the big pileup from, the Bahamas, what radio this was.
Charlie 6 Alpha Radio Whiskey.
And people piled in. And the funny thing is that it was like bang, bang, bang. So I'm going to split this up because literally they were instantaneous. Okay. First up was Sean, Alpha India 7, Echo Quebec. It is the Yaesu FT1000MP. That is correct. You are right. And at exactly the same time, Glenn Stevenson popped up with the MP 1000 MP, which what he meant was 1000 MP. So Australia on the board now with 1.5. Same with Sean and Tomas. Tomas, tell me what continent you're in, okay? So we can give you the score as well, because you both came in bang, bang, bang with the same radio. It was literally at the same time. So I've never seen my screen do that before, to be honest. So you guys are all right. This radio is the Yaesu FT1000MP, a good radio, 200 watts. The thing, if you're looking for one, make sure that the capacitors have been either looked at or replaced. That's one of the weak spots of the radio. Other than that, it's fantastic. Gosh, the radio's got lots of antenna inputs. It's got 200 watts of power, and it's brilliant. That radio is still a brilliant radio here in 2021. All right, we're going to decide today that we're not going to get ourselves messed up on. It's from the Carolinas, and I hope you enjoy it. Tomas, let me know what continent you're from. I'll make sure that you get credit as well. He is, okay. So we've got ourselves an Echo Sierra 7, and you get Tom at the end for the suffix. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Makes me happy. Always make me happy. That's cool. Tomas, welcome back to the show. It's great to see you. We'll sure you get another one, and we're grateful. He says, hi from ES land. Indeed. Thanks for coming. So another 1.5 there. Wow, for Europe. That's cool. All right. See you tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, about 21 UTC. It's my honor and privilege to do the show. Thanks for coming. And the whole point, we all get together, we talk about ham radio, and hopefully about a subject or topic. Today was about pileups, but our whole point is trying to help you get in amateur radio. Great ways to do so. Contact the Wireless Institute of Australia, even if you're not down under. They'll help you. Just hit the contact us bar of their website. Let them know where you are, and those mates will help you find a radio club near you. Then contact the club, let them know you're interested in ham radio, and then get in touch with them. You can find out all you want about ham radio, and they'll even help you pass the test, I'm sure. www.wia If you'd like to contact the show, have a show suggestion, maybe a comment, hit me up at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. Been a great Tuesday, and I'm so grateful that you came. From Oregon, my name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. Wait for the Easter egg at the end. We always put a movie sound effect or a TV show that's pretty famous at the end. Wait for it. It's coming. Until next time, God bless you wherever you may be. Goodbye, everybody. Well, I think we got a little problem. Let's go with this guy. This is one of the oldest radio sign-offs ever recorded. This is from the mid-30s out of Cincinnati, Ohio, WLW. And listen to how many watts they were running.
This is the nation station. WLW, the Crosley Radio Corporation, Cincinnati.
Ladies and gentlemen, with this presentation, we are concluding the broadcasting activities of WLW, the nation station, owned and operated by the Crosley Radio Corporation, Cincinnati, Ohio, the United States of America. By authority of the Federal Communications Commission, WLW operates at the assigned frequency of 700 kilocycles and uses a full signal strength of 500,000 watts. Speaking on behalf of the entire staff of WLW, the world's most powerful broadcast station, may I bid you a pleasant good night and good morning.
With the wire? Oh, just a little weather experiment.